Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have for you a simple dessert recipe. This is Oreo dirt cake. So if you want to learn how to make this, keep on watching. For this recipe, you're going to need a chocolate cake. You can choose whether you make this from scratch or if you use just a boxed chocolate cake. That's what I decided to go with, and I also have it pre-made for video purposes. You're going to need an 8-ounce container of Cool Whip that's thawed, not frozen. You're going to need 2 packs of Jell-O. These are 3.9 ounce. You're going to need 2 of those. You're also going to need a pack of Oreos. The amount you're going to use will vary per person, so as little or as much as you want. I decided to go with the family size. I'm probably going to use about half, maybe a little bit more. You're going to need some hot fudge. These are about 12 ounces each, and I'll use about 1.5 of these. And then you're also going to need some milk, and the milk is just to prepare the Jell-O. Okay, once you have your chocolate cake baked, let it sit for at least 10 to 15 minutes to let it cool down. Or if you're like me, you can cook it the night before, and then it'll be ready to go the next morning to just throw everything together. In the meantime, we're going to heat up our hot fudge. You can choose to do this either in a water bath over the stove, just heat up a pan of water and add your containers to the water and let it slowly melt, or you can throw them in the microwave at about 30-second intervals until it's fully heated through. While your hot fudge is heating up, we're going to take our cake and we're just going to poke holes all around it. I'm just using the back of a chopstick. You can use the back of a spoon or any utensil you have. Once your hot fudge is nice and melted and heated through, it should be a runny consistency. I'm gonna use a hot pad to grab this, and then we're just gonna pour it all over the cake. And then we're going to spread it just like this. Make sure it gets down into all of those little holes that we poked, so I'll be back as soon as that's done. All right, so I have it all spread, and the next thing I'm going to do is I'm gonna tap this on the counter, just like this, but with 2 hands, of course. And you can see how the fudge is starting to go down into the holes that we poked. I'm gonna continue doing this for like, I don't know, maybe 30 seconds, and then I'll show you the next step. So after I've done that for a few seconds, I'm gonna take some of this fudge that kind of pooled here on the side, and I'm just gonna bring it up and have it go into these holes. I'm just trying to get as much fudge down inside the cake as possible. If it lifts up the top of the cake, that's okay, because this isn't the finished product. So we're gonna tap it again. And you wanna do this in a timely manner while the hot fudge is still hot. The next thing we're going to do is the Jell-O. I'm gonna take a strainer just because I don't want there to be any clumps, so that there's no clumps. We're gonna add our 2 cups of milk. This is according to the package. Use however much the package says. And then we're gonna mix this until it's all mixed together. Mix until all the powder has dissolved, but before it sets. Once your pudding mix has dissolved into the milk, we're just gonna take it and pour it over our chocolate cake. Now that we have that done, we're going to cover this. If you have a cover, cover it. If not, that's okay. We're gonna put this in the fridge and let it set for 20 minutes. While our cake and pudding mix is cooling in the refrigerator, we're going to crush our Oreos. This is a family size pack. I'm gonna use about half of this pack. Put them into a Ziploc bag. Crush them. I'm using the smooth side of a meat mallet, so this side right here. Okay, once we have our crushed Oreos, we're going to set them aside. Grab a mixing bowl. We're going to dump our pudding packet mix in. And then just kind of tap to make sure there's no big chunks in there. Only 1 cup of milk instead of 2. Mix this together really well. Okay, you can see it's real thick. Next, we're going to take our Cool Whip that's been thawed. We're going to start with half of the pack. Just dump it in there. And we're going to add 3/4 of our Oreo mix. Leave a little bit for the topping. And we're going to fold this in. Fold the whipped cream, the Cool Whip. Fold the Cool Whip and the pudding mixture and the Oreos all together. We're not mixing, we're just folding it in until it's all uniform. Once you're done, it should look like this. This is going to be our frosting for the cake. I wasn't recording when I put the frosting on top, so once your cake is set, fully set with the pudding mixture, there should be no movement. It should be pretty thick, you know, not liquid. And plop your Cool Whip pudding Oreo mixture on top, and we're going to spread this out evenly. Still kind of be gentle because we don't want to bring the pudding up to the top. We kind of want to keep it separate layers. Once you have your frosting evenly spread out, we're going to take the rest of our Oreo, our crushed Oreos, and we're just going to sprinkle it evenly on top. This is the part where you can be as generous as you want. It's all up to you. Just dump it on. And there you have it, your Oreo dirt cake. Now you can choose to eat this right away, but I feel like it's best if you refrigerate it for a few hours. You could even make this the day before. It's that good. The pudding will be a little bit more thicker. It will have absorbed into the cake, and the flavors just kind of mesh together when you let it sit before you eat it. So yeah, I'm going to cover this, and this is going to a birthday party. It's one of my sister-in-law's birthday, so happy birthday if you're watching this. I don't think she watches my videos, but I don't know. If you do, happy birthday. She requested that I make this cake, and here it is. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon with a brand new video. Bye!